Hi friends, how's it hanging? I am very excited to be bringing you a brand new lyric analysis video because I know how much you will love them. Now, if there is one thing about me, it is that I am a true British indie Cindy and proud of it. And so of course I love the Arctic Monkeys. I am every bit as basic as I seem. Slightly unpopular choice, but my favorite Arctic Monkeys album is Suck It and See, and my favorite song on there is probably the Hellcat Spangled Shalalala. Alex Turner is a lyrical genius. We know that. I don't need to come on here and explain that, but you do really have to pay attention to some songs to decode what exactly he's going on about, because they can seem like total nonsense, and I think that is a clear case for Hellcat. But today I hope to remedy that as we deep dive these lyrics. Let's just jump straight into this first verse. Just when things are getting complicated in the eye of the storm, she flicks a red-hot revelation off the tip of her tongue. Now, the quirky little thing about the eye of a storm is that despite it being the epicenter, it is actually the calmest part of the storm. So I'm already getting this idea of like this relationship that are very oblivious to the chaos that goes on around them, or the chaos that they are actually causing other people. And when things are getting complicated, it's actually quite a scary thing. It's very trouble brewing in paradise kind of vibe. It's unpredictable, foreboding. This red hot revelation that she uses is likely something that's been saved up, something, a smart quip that can knock this guy down a peg or two, or sort of disorientate him. And the fact that she just flicks it off her tongue shows how casual she is about this. I think casual cruelty can be the hardest to wrap your head around because it just sort of comes out of nowhere and knocks you for six. It does a dozen somersaults and leaves you supercharged. Makes me want to blow the candles out just to see if you glow in the dark. Just a quick note, as I think some people kind of get confused with this, Alex is singing in third person. I think it's pretty safe to assume that this is about his relationship, but he's viewing it from the outside. So when he says you, he's talking about the man, not the woman. And this is a great depiction of how this revelation would have hit him, just 1,000 questions all at once, disbelief, anger, perhaps like a weird kind of adoration. And I really love this image of like still glowing red once the lights are off. It's something I know the feeling of very well. Thanks PMDD. Home sweet home, home sweet home, home sweet booby trap. It's clear he feels like he just cannot win in this situation. This woman is always one step ahead of him, plotting and just sort of waiting for the next argument. A booby trap is something that is already rigged against you. So perhaps his home life is kind of feeling like he's just counting down the days until the next thing that catches him out. I took the batteries out my mysticism and put them in my thinking cap. I think this has got to be some of my favorite Arctic Monkeys lyrics ever. They're just so good. I think when people first get in relationships, they are easy to dismiss things because they're so swept up in like the magic of it all. And I get this sense that this ruthlessness or cutthroatness of this woman is what was attractive to him. That sort of mystery is very alluring. But now he's deciding not to give his energy to that, but rather look at this very logically and figure out, okay, what is actually going on here? She's got a telescopic hallelujah hanging up on the wall for when it gets too complicated in the eye of the storm. There's so many theories out there about what this telescopic hallelujah is, and some of them very humorous, but I would argue that it's not actually that important. I think this is just something that this woman uses or weaponizes in the 11th hour to save their relationship. And it's in plain sight. It's like she's taunting him with it, sort of dangling it in front of his face and showing him who was in control. I think this is just a really cool and genius example of symbolism, and I would love just an hour inside Alex's mind to figure out how he comes up with this kind of stuff. And in a Hellcat Spangled cavern, when your judgment's on the run, and you're acting like a stranger because you thought it looked like fun. My theory is that the cavern is some sort of bar. I'm getting this image of like a really cool dive bar that girls get dressed up in sequins to dance at. And it seems like our character is kind of giving in and just accepting this situation he's in. I get this sense that he's kind of acting the fool to diffuse this drama because he just can't actually really be bothered doing much about it. And did you ever get the feeling that these are things she said before? Her steady hands may have well have done the devil's pedicure. Once again, an iconic Turner line. It feels like this is almost a ritual for this woman. She's done this all before. She's used all those lines before. to lure men in. She's got steady hands, and this is not her first rodeo. I've got this picture in my head of like her being the personal assistant to the devil, and she's sort of recruiting men for him. Like, these are the same ancient techniques that have been used throughout history. What are you waiting for? Sing another fucking shalalala. These last lines seem to me like he's fed up, he's had enough, he's just giving in because this isn't going to be over until she says that it's over. So in the meantime, he's just going to sing another fucking shalalala. I loved diving back into this song and the whole album, really. I think it's quite a shame that it's sort of outshone by their debut or by AM. So if this piqued your interest, maybe you would like to give it a spin today. As always, please sound off any opinion you have in the comments below, and I can't wait to get stuck into them. If this is our first time meeting, hello, I'm Honor, and if you would like to join our little gang here on YouTube, we would love to have you. And all you have to do is subscribe. Have a stupendous day, and I will chat to you very soon.